Listen, man, I'm not like a lot of people out there. It is cool to just not like LaVar Ball. It's cool. You know, in media, a lot of people don't like him, don't care for him, his personality. The way how he's kind of hopped over his son's careers and kind of become the spotlight. Lonzo's a very quiet, mellow dude. And look like all his boys are pretty quiet and to themselves. But LaVar is this boisterous personality as a father. And it rubs people the wrong way. Some of the things he said I don't agree with, like saying your son is better than Steph Curry, saying your son is better than LeBron, all these. You're putting expectations on your son that don't need to be placed, right? I don't agree with it. But never have I ever got to the point where I said LaVar Ball is not a good dad. Because I don't think I reserved that right. Or said, question his parenting. That boy got one kid in the NBA. He's got one playing basketball professionally overseas. And he's got one with a chance to get it to the NBA in high school right now, lighting it up. That is impressive. That is impressive as a father. A lot of fathers don't do that for their kids. But I will say this. From a business standpoint, LaVar Ball has failed his 3 kids. He's failed them. There is no other way around it. Trust me, I like LaVar. I was actually on LaVar's Facebook series, the Ball in the Family series. I think that's the name of it. A Facebook series. Check me out. I'm on season 3, episode 15. I met LaVar and Lonzo last summer and LiAngelo as well. I like the family. I like the family a lot. In person, you get it with LaVar. You get how passionate of a father is, and he really was trying to grow that big baller brand from the ground up. But this whole situation with Alan Foster and the big baller brand, and Lonzo's now removed the tattoo of a big baller brand off his arm or wherever it was at, and he's now moving on. He doesn't want anything to do with the BBB brand. Reportedly, he's trying to get the Nike. Well, he's going to have to take up substantially lower contract than what Nike was offering him a couple years ago when he was fresh out of college. That 1 year he played at UCLA. He didn't have that money. He didn't have that leverage that he once had with Nike. They were focused on Zion Williamson right now. They might give him a deal, but it ain't going to be what it would have been when Lonzo had all the hype. He was the second pick coming into the NBA. He's not going to get that type of money anymore. They're giving that money to Zion. And probably rightfully so. I'm not mad at LaVar for trying to start a brand from the ground up. But the premise of how he tried to start the brand was social media. Now, I don't agree with that. Growing a shoe brand, this should have been something that had been put in place for years. Like, started this stuff up. Right? This stuff shouldn't just be something that came to you in the middle of the night. You try to grow it in 2 months with like a little social media buzz and going on different shows and talking mess. That's not how you genuinely grow a brand. That doesn't have a lot of long term behind it. Now the Lakers are looking at LaVar and Lonzo like, yo, we're seeing how this brand is disintegrating, and now you got Alan Foster reportedly taking money from you and your family. Your son's upset. $1.5 million has been unfound. And now the Lakers, the team that Lonzo plays for, is like, yo, we're looking at y'all as people who didn't do their homework to the point. How do we even know y'all did y'all research on the shoe that Lonzo wears? What if that shoe is the reason why both his seasons that he's played in the NBA have been cut short due to injury? What if the shoes don't fit the player? What if these shoes just have not been properly vetted? So your son's not happy with how his career is going because he's missing a lot of games. Now he's on the trading block of the Los Angeles Lakers. Remember, just 2 years ago, Magic Johnson, around this time, was ready to put all the expectations of the world of Lonzo. He told Lonzo, specifically, can you save a record or 2 for me? I believe you're going to break all my records. One of the greatest players to ever play the game said that to Lonzo. So now your son's not happy with his career. He's on the trading block. He's been in more Anthony Davis trade rumors that I can think of. What? Y'all lost money. You put your trust in a criminal, a guy who's already did time 7 years for fraud, financial fraud. Your son's to the point where he didn't got a tattoo covered up. His career's now in jeopardy. He's going to be traded this summer, bare minimum. Look at your other kids. One of your kids went to UCLA. Jello got caught robbing out of some high-brand, high-fashion stores. UCLA suspends him They said we're going to suspend him indefinitely. Probably would have been a 2-month suspension. You take your kid out of college. UCLA would have been good with him. You take your kid out of college, now all of a sudden, your kid can't make it to the league. Can't get a roster spot on the G League. Can't even get a tryout. He could have went to college, been a 2 or 3 year player, refined his game, and maybe got a shot in the NBA. You think Jello's happy playing overseas basketball while one brother is in the NBA playing for the most historic franchise, and the other son is well on his way to making a NBA roster one day? You think Jello's happy? Your kid made a mistake and you took him out of school. You damn near rewarded him for the mistake he made. Mistake number 2. Other son, you want to start a basketball league. Okay. Here's what it is. The basketball league doesn't work. You take your kids overseas. LaMelo, really good scorer. He is going to have a chance to get to the league. I'm not 100% sure he's saying he's going to get there. He'll at least have a chance. His college eligibility is up in the air right now as you try to convince NCAA that he never got paid a dime overseas. If LiAngelo can't make it to college, LaMelo can't make it to college, and now he's forced to try to go the G League route, then to the NBA. Look, I said the kid has a chance to make it to the NBA. He wasn't a lottery pick for me or anything like that. I think the kid got a chance to be drafted somewhere in the first, one of the 60 picks that you got in the NBA draft. You now put that in jeopardy. You just made his chance to get into the NBA that much harder because he'll likely have to do it without college ball. Proving that that kid didn't take money overseas is going to be tough. You're ruining your 3 kids' careers from a business standpoint. I give you all the credit in the world, sir, for getting your kids to the NBA. But look what you're doing as they get here. From a business standpoint, you ruin all 3 of these kids in different ways. You managed to ruin them in different ways. LiAngelo should be at UCLA playing ball right now. Should be getting ready for a Sweet 16 game. Lonzo should be leading his Lakers team as a point guard alongside LeBron to the playoffs right now. He wasn't available the second half of the season. Many people believe because it's that trash-ass big baller brand shoe. And your last son, LaMelo, should be playing high school ball, getting recruited right now. Coach Calipari, once he gets done with college ball in the next couple weeks, should be going to see yo boy. Now everybody's going to be scared to touch him because they're afraid that he's ineligible. Lavar, I love you. I'm riding with you. But in that sense right now, you failed all 3 of your sons from a business standpoint. You failed them.